So, very good evening, all. I welcome you all once again for this event. Let me introduce Dr. Radhakrishnan Nair. It's my pleasure to introduce him as the guest of honor for this event. So, Dr. Nair was the founding head of the Department of Life Skills Education at Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Youth and Development, an institute of national importance, the founding president of the Indian Association of Life Skills Education, and was the managing editor of the International Journal of Life Skills Education. He has authored and edited several books and research articles on life skill education. As a research guide, he has successfully guided several PhD students in life skills education. Dr. Nair started his career as a youth development professional at Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan under the Government of India. During his illustrious career, he has served in various capacities in National Yuva Kendra Sangathan at district, state, and national levels, and later he served as the registrar of the Central University of Kerala. Currently, he is attached to the Assam Don Bosco University, Guwahati, as its visiting professor. So I welcome you, sir. Pleasure having you on board with us for this event. And I welcome you all the participants and
Thank
all
you very
the
much.
guests. So for this evening, as we are going to be starting with the pre-launch of my book and the website, I would rather request to do the honor Dr. Radhakrishnan Nair. Maybe, sir, if you could speak a few words and then maybe I'll start then, since you are not able to do that from that side.
You want me to talk now?
No, just few words, welcome words. Then the elaborated ones is later.
Acha, okay. I thought that you will be going as per the structure of the program which you have
Yes,
designed.
absolutely. Few
Anyway,
welcome words.
okay. Thank you, Dr. Prabhudas. Dr. Prabhudas, who is heading Yuva Ahead, a very upcoming organization which is, working among the adolescents and the young population in the country, especially in the state of Tamil Nadu, and working on counseling, training, mentoring, and a whole lot of areas, which is largely a kind of a subject which is not taken up very seriously by many of the people. And I congratulate Dr. Prabhudas for taking up such a very, very challenging job and challenging task, which is, in fact, that is the need of the hour. Because, we are all talking about the future generation, but working with the future generation, and that too the students of the adolescents of this 21st century, and in 2025, when the world is running behind social media, and a whole lot of pressure is coming from the every day, the tools and techniques for all these things are changing. New apps are coming, new techniques are coming, new tools are coming, and people are in a our children are in a hurry or in a haste to adopt all these things, to experiment those things, and come out with their own ideas and things like that. At this juncture, it is very crucial that how we are going to handle them, how the parents are going to handle them, how the teachers are going to handle them, and how the the society themselves are going to, you know, look at these issues, which, or look at the things which are happening in our society. So we are in a very peculiar situation, and at this time we should have more agencies to come forward and to work with the adolescent population. We have a lot of people, a lot of children in our society. If you look at the statistics, we are something around 145 crore population now, and out of that, 65 percentage of our population is below the age of 30. This is not a small number. 60 percentage of our total population is below the age of 30. Below the age of 30 means below the 29 is our, according to Government of India's definition of youth population, 15 to 29 is the youth population, and 10 to 19 is the adolescent population. You look at the magnitude, the numbers that we are going to have to work with. And when we look at these numbers, it is not that an organization like UI is coming forward and working with them. I may suggest that we should have at least one organization in every district of the country. We have something around 700 plus districts in the country. Some people may think that if you are coming, my opportunity will go. Then I have no space to work. And we try to pull them down. But I would say that the numbers are so huge. The numbers are so huge. And we should have a huge number of organizations also should come forward to work with the people. An organization, how many people you can connect every day? Because it is now these days, it is not controlling that is very important. It is connecting is going to be very important. And connecting with our adolescent children are very important. Connecting with our youth population is very important. So how to connect with them? For connecting with how many people are required. So so looking at it that way, the work which Dr. Prabhudas has started is something very amazing, and I wishing him all the very best. And I hope that you will all join in my effort to congratulate him, and we have to have a big salute to him. Thank you, Prabhudas, for having all of us with you in this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your welcome address, and I'm really grateful for that. Let us launch this, as this honor was to be supposed to be done by sir, but then because of some technical errors, he is not able to do that. So I'll just uh, try to play on behalf of him. Uh, is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry. Yeah. So let me brief you on this website, about what this website is all about, as I was sharing you all, or have shared with you all in this morning with the clip. So this is UVA high head is UVA is stands for UA. It's not moving. Yeah. UVA head stands for UA head. So UVA is the creative name of it, as we read for UA it. I mean, we read it as UA. There is a very rational or creative thinking behind this. If you look at these, the icons in between the logo, in the A, there is a sapling there. So that is not the seedling, or that is not the seed, or just a sprout. It is a sapling. So that indicates the phase of adolescency, the state of adolescence, wherein the adolescents are nurtured at this point in time, at this phase in time, are very having a possibilities to be able to fully potentially grow and be productive uh, in their lives. And the dot here in the last, the other hay, talks about the that is the beginning of the consciousness, with a lot of possibilities and the potentials to develop and grow uh, for everybody, with the infinite possibilities. And in the small a, the icon of world indicates that we are open to the world across the globe to contribute bring impact and bring a change in the lives of the adolescents and their the target audience. So this is the in short the about the logo. So as I said already, UA stands for, as we say, adolescents or teens or youth or young in Sanskrit, and also in other regional languages uh, in India. And ahead as an acronym. So it has two meanings. One as an acronym, A stands for adolescents and young, H stands for health and wellness, E stands for education, A and D stands for the development. This together makes the structure that signifies the importance of what we think and what we are aspiring for. And also, it absolutely means that we are leading the Yuva or the young people ahead in life. So that's how this Yuva head has been thought, and this name has been thought to be uh, given to this initiatives that we are rolling out this evening. So our vision is to have a world where adolescents and young individuals are equipped with the knowledge, skills, and resilience that needed to be thrived physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually. What are the services or programs that we are going to be offering through these initiatives? Most important aspects of these initiatives would be on training and workshops is one of the thing which are going to be offered through the educational institutions and schools for the teachers and the audience of the adolescents with the parents and other audience there. Then again, the caregivers, teachers as their mentors or as their champions to be able to address the needs of the adolescents. So this can be done in the urban and rural setups as well. So wherever the best platforms would be available, the this is what my ikigai is all about. This is about my purpose, a statement of purpose, which is deeply driven with the saying of the philosophy that is behind this, or the purpose of the statement that is behind this is empower adolescents and transform generations. So when we are empowering them at this phase in time, or that at this point in time, we would be transforming the generations that are going to be uh, build the communities, the world, the nations across. So there are few areas in which we would be working on it. So like the subdivisions of it would be coaching, counseling, and mentoring sessions one-on-one with the adolescents and young people, parental coaching for positive parenting, and joint parenting coachings. As Dr. Nair was very rightly saying, uh, there are a number of studies that talks about the adolescence as a phase is not properly being understood by the number of people, by the population. Uh, if you look at the population size, it's actually, if you look at the India's population size of the adolescents between 10 to 19, it is around uh, 1 in every 5 is an adolescent here in our India, and 1 in every 7 across the globe. So that is a huge number of the population. And if you look at the young age group, so young, as far as the WHO's definition is concerned, is between the 10 to 24. So this population is lies around, say, 1 in 4 again in India, around 28%, and 1 in, sorry, 1 in 5 in India, around 21% or so, and 1 in 4 across the globe. So huge number of percentage there again here at this age. So why these adolescents behave the way they behave? What are those changes that happens during this period of time? And how we need to be dealing with them is something that we are going to be doing through different platforms, initiatives, one-on-one interactions, training and workshops, sensitizations. Uh, Teen parenting is also one of the area in which we would be working for. So these are all we have developed the modules. One is on age appropriateness. Second is on the teen parenting, and there are one-on-one interactions and coachings that would be done. So, as I said earlier, also teachers as the champions and mentors, because the NCRT study that is being done in 2022-23 that says that around 50% of the adolescents or the childrens are actually having difficulties in understanding their studies, like rather online studies or online, be able to adapt that. And around 75 to 80% of the people are anxious, having exam fears, performances fears, and anxieties. And we have been seeing that a number of stress related, depression related issues with the, again, the suicides. Actually, sometime back in one of the workshops with the Nimans was saying that we do not even know as to what is the percentage that is actually having suffering with this kind of issues, or with even the suicidal deaths, because they are not absolutely registered, it's not open. And none of us, or most of us, are not talking about it. So maybe it is, we are actually sitting on the iceberg. We do not know how big and how huge is the problem there. So that is something that we will be also kind of, it's a small initiative that we would be taking care of those things through these initiatives and these services. So by and large, there are 7 areas that we would be working into this. One is about the physical and mental well-being. Two, on life skills. So when we say about the life skills, there are set of thinking, emotional, and social skills. Those are being uh, promoted, endorsed by the WHO and other UN agencies. Career development facilitation is something that is part of this. In my personal research, uh, for so far so forth, like it's been almost 30 years that I'm into this field of public health, adolescents development, school health, and other things. What I've realized is, in every trainings that I go, I ask a question. I try to kind of find out as to what are, who they wanted to be and what are they right now. So even though I'm not exaggerating too much, boasting too much, around 50 to 60% of the people are into the fields or into the professions with no choices, or with by no choice. So their choices were something else. They wanted to be something else. They aspired to be something else, but they are into something else. So this is a very crucial age group wherein the transition takes place, because the child which is transitioning into adult, between the adult and the child, is this phase that is the adolescency or the young age group or phase. And it also has filled with a lot of possibilities, number of challenges, vulnerabilities, and a lot of confusions as to what one wants to become. So this is something that is going to be giving them an idea as to, before you want to become what you want to become, it is also very, very important to understand as to who you are, what are you made up of, what your talents, your personalities, your interest, or your abilities are, or competencies are in that case. So how do we get into those areas that you are good at, or your strengths are, so that you would be, my understanding is that I strongly believe that if you are able to be able to, in the field that you are loving to do what you do, contribute, enjoy doing it, you would be automatically be very healthy, happy, you love doing, productive, and scale to the best of your potentials. So that's the these opportunities that we were talking about, the career development ones, shaping them into this phase of life. Overseas studies opportunities is something that is as part of this development, because if somebody wants to go out, study, aspire to be studying outside, what are the opportunities that are there? The other fifth one is on the positive teen parenting. positive teen parenting is something that, as I said earlier, is something that nurtures them to be uh, a very good productive being now, not just now as adolescent, but they are also the future citizens of the country, of the globe, of the world, of the best uh, professions, vocations, agencies in the world. So how do we nurture them at home? Because I strongly believe that home is the best university. So half of the time they definitely go to the schools or to the colleges or to any institutions, but then the best of them, or the something that you really would like to make some differences in them, to modify their behaviors, to modify their approaches, to nurture them, home is the best university. So how this parenting is being taken care? So that's the initiative that would be done through this uh, organization or through this agency. And at the same time, as I said, I also have come up with the book which is talking about these things. The orientation and sensitizations is something that is for the teachers and the community that is supporting them in the ecosystem, who are also responsible for maybe leaders, decision makers, protectors. So even orienting them, making them understand as to how they needs to be taken care, how they needs to be sensitively addressed, deal with them, or help them to cope up with this phase in order to be a better human beings. The last one is on the meditation, orientation and meditation services, which I strongly vouch for. I vow to. I have been into this path. I have been doing this, seeing a lot of transformation within myself, and would like to, or would aspire to be able to contribute to the young and the the other generations on this path. So this is going to be absolutely a pre-op services that, apart from, while there may be some professional charges that are going to be there, or there may be some uh, commercials that are involved into the other areas, but here on this area it is going to be absolutely free of cost, and that would be done through in collaboration with the Vipassana meditation centers, which are deeply rooted through Dr. S.N. Goenka's teachings as taught by him in the tradition of Sayaji Yubakin. So this is something that is going to be freely offered. All these services that we are going to be doing it at three levels. Maybe you will be referring into the websites later. One is in the schools, educational institutions, and any other institutions that are willing to provide this platform to do it. Two is on the in the platforms in the communities, either in the apartments or in the rural setups where there is a community hall, or there are group of people, venues that where the group of people can come up and uh, gather together, have some time to spend and contemplate upon. And lastly, online and offline venues, virtual and uh, offline trainings at the places wherever there is a requirement or need or the request arises. So these are the broad services that we are looking forward to taking to initiate to roll out through these uh, initiatives or through this agency. Now, lastly, I'm not going to be talking about the book. So this book is all about parenting teens, as you are seeing the ABCDs of positive parenting. And this book is just not about the parenting, how to parent them, because it is said that it is usually, of course, even for the children it should not be done, but then for children you may be like disciplining them, controlling them, or may like you say we say in Tamil adichi pudichi, or you may say in Hindi the dara ke damka ke kind of a thing. So no, you may try to kind of parent them, or kind of, bring them into your areas of controls or try to like parent them. But then when it comes to adolescence, it is absolutely altogether a different ball game. You definitely need to have a skills to be able to deal with them. It is just not that you are actually dealing with them like a children's, asking them to be behaving the way you want them to behave. So what is this? So there is a uniqueness here because there are so many people, so many books that are there around, which may be offering their own ways and means to have a parenting. But what am I bringing to the table is the uniqueness of this book is about the ABCDs. So A is something when we I start with saying accept them, avoid comparisons, to the Z, which talks about Zen movements, help them embrace calm and the mindfulness. How do one do that? So there are around 26 skill sets, strategies, or skills, tips to deal with the adolescents, along with the other areas of say uh, cyber safety, dealing with them with the health and wellness aspects, talking to with them on about the puberty, menarches, and those areas, safe sexualities, reproduction, and other things. So there are a number of nutrition, emotional well-being, and other things. So this covers the entire gamut of the holistic approaches to deal with the adolescents. And ABCDs, as it says that it is not just the ABCDs, it is also is the learning journey for parents. As we say, I is in Tamil or maybe in other South Indian languages, or we say in Hindi, Kaka Gagas. So this book is all about learning those ABCDs of parenting, and also ABCDs in the real sense is all about the those tips and those skill sets, the those guides that would give them an inputs or insights to deal with the adolescents. So this is all about this book, and I hope and on this occasion, on this event, I would like to open this to the offer, which is tomorrow onwards. If somebody is booking the in advance, this would be given with a very absolutely the Kindle version would be coming up with 99 rupees only. That I would share the text and the other links tomorrow onwards. So this is absolutely going to be, and within a month or so, the paperback will be out. So this is all about the book and the website. Thank you for your patience, and may I now request Dr. Radhakrishnan Nair for his address to us to this event. Sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Prafudas, once again giving me an opportunity to talk to you and all others who are present in this program online. It is it's highly, after hearing you, the way which you are going to work with the community, with the adolescent children, and the content of your book, how it is going to be beneficial to the children. I would say that it is one of the excellent way in which we can address the issue, because you are having a website and as well as you are having a book also which people can have in their hand. When they are having some doubt, they can address this issue. So it's something very important that you are having a soft material with you, so that people can access anytime online. And at the same time, you are giving a hard copy. You are giving both a soft copy and a hard copy. That is something very you know essential for the people to access. So that is the thing which I would like to say at this point of time. Having said that, as I told you earlier, the enormity of the population which we are having, and the need and importance of addressing them very seriously, is something everybody has to look into. Because in our country there is no, when I am saying that it is not there, but there is a lack of focus which we are giving. who is going to address the personal and social needs of the adolescent children in our country? Is there any agency in our country to address the social and social, emotional, and personal needs of our adolescent children? See, we have the education department everywhere. We have a Ministry of Education in Government of India. We have a Ministry, Department of Education, Department of Elementary Education, Department of School Education, Department of Higher Education, Department of Technical Education, Department of Professional Education, like medical and other things. So all departmentalized kind of education system we are having. What is the focus of the education system in our country? What they are focusing? They are focusing purely on teaching, educating and teaching a syllabus for which they have to write an examination. They are not focusing on other things. They are purely focusing on examination. They are focusing on assessment. They are saving how many students got a 10 out of 10, how many students got, maximum grade in their examination, and things like that only. Are anybody any is there any assessment system in the school to look into the needs of the children, their aspirations of the aspirations of our children, or whether the children are doing good in their personal life, or are they are behaving good in their social life, or we are looking into their emotional needs? Nothing. There is nobody, because the education ministries and departments are focusing on syllabus, curriculum, examination, assessment. This thing the teachers are focusing on that. Now after this NEP, when I would say that NEP 2020, the ECCE has become mandatory. That is, a child at the age of 3 is going to an institution. Earlier, LKG, UKG is not mandatory. You can send the child at the first class, at a standard one, you can admit a child. Now that system changed. You have to send the child to an Anganwadi or to a Montessori school or somewhere. You have to take them into the schooling starts at the age of 3 now, as per this our new system. So that means what? Earlier, if a child is under the strict vigilance of a father or mother at home, maybe up to age 5 or 6, now from age 3 onwards, they are going to be an institution. They are going to be under the control or under the supervision of a teacher. Whether maybe a KG teacher or some teacher is or some Aya is going to look after them. So you see, what I want to highlight here is that the importance of the institutions in developing the child. The developing the child is not the physical development of the child, or not only the knowledge or the cognitive development of the child. Our education system is focusing on the cognitive development of the children, not to the mental health of the child or the wellness of the child or the emotional development of the child or the emotional balance of the child or emotional intelligence of the child. Nobody is focusing on that, because that is not mandated in the education scenario, in the education system. So when these things are not there, then who is going to look after all these things as far as the children are concerned? When our nation has this planning, development planning at the 5-year planning, in the 11th plan, Government of India under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, the mandate of adolescent development has been given to the Ministry of Youth Affairs in 11th plan period. So that at that time they have come out with a lot of activities, the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Even now, if you look at the archives of the Planning Commission or in the ministry, if you look at the document of the 11th plan document of the Government of India, you can, 11th 5-year plan document of Government of India, you can see a very big chapter on adolescent health and development. That is the time when the ministry has come out with a lot of adolescent development programs, and these life skills development programs all started by them during the 11th plan. But unfortunately, after 2, 3 plan after that, this 5-year plan thing gone down, and now there is no focus given for adolescent health and development. No ministry is in charge of it now. Nobody knows. If you write a letter to the government of India for adolescent health and development, it may go round and round with the various ministries who is the guardian of them. And so what is the problem in that? What is going to be the problem in that issue? The problem is when even in our NEP 2020, we are talking about the holistic development of our youth or our adolescent. Why I say adolescent? Because, in the school, education also comes into that. So the holistic development of a person. So what does the holistic development of a person means? Dr. Prabhudas have told that his tagline is empowering adolescents. So that is his tagline. So what does that mean, empowering adolescent? How can you empower the adolescent, or how can you empower the youth population? Can we empower the youth population with the mere education which we are giving them? And then how we are going to do it? So in the preamble of our National Education Policy 2020 also, we are talking about empowering education, transformative education, the transformation of whom? The transformation of the children, that kind of education. And what are the strategy to transformation, or what is the strategy for that empowering process? So this is the largest question which we have to address. So what are the strategies which we are going to adopt? What are the techniques which we are going to adopt? Or what are the tools which we are having in our hands to achieve or realize this objective of empowering education? These are certain things which we have to look at it. And while we are looking at in that perspective, only we will know the importance of the areas of work which Dr. Prabhudas has highlighted is getting importance. Otherwise, we cannot connect it. How you are going to, why you have come forward with these ideas? Because there should be some connect. So when we say empowering education, empowering our children, we have to look at it various angles. We have to look at it their physical empowerment, their mental empowerment, their emotional empowerment, their cognitive empowerment, their spiritual empowerment. Now, when all this thing happens, then only a child is going to be empowered. It does not mean that a person after the PhD is going to be empowered. A PhD, a mere PhD, what the usefulness of that boy or girl is going to be? He cannot work as a very good clerk, I would say. If you are appointing him, that person has to work as a clerk in an office, he or she may not be in a position to do it, because our education has not imparted enough skills and competencies in that boy or girl to do that particular job, because we have not aligned the components of skills and competencies in our education process. That is why we cannot, in real terms, we are unable to empower the children. When I say that this is lacking, my request to all the education people who are sitting in front of me at various corners in the comfort of their home, I does not mean that our education is useless. No, I don't mean that. Our education is one of the best in the world, no doubt about it. Whereas our curriculum is best, our system is best, no doubt about it. But how we are, delivering that education to the children, how much the children are being made part of that process of that education, how much we are contextualizing to the needs and aspirations or the requirement of the child to face the complicated world, the challenging world. That is very important. When I say the challenging world, the challenge is not only in the social media poses to the child. The challenge is not only the drugs which is around you in the world. That the challenge is not only the exploitation happening in the world. The challenge is not only in discrimination happening in the world. Apart from all these challenges, another great challenge is that our children in these third world countries are competing with the children from the West. The children from the Harvard is competing with the children, those who are coming out from our Madras University, from our Anna University. A graduate from Anna University is competing with a graduate in Massachusetts University, MIT. Why? Because the society is very open. It is totally globalized. The society is globalized. What I am telling to you now might be somebody sit in Canada or in America, maybe watching and listening. I don't know whether how many people are listening to me because it's a totally open society, totally open society. And the challenges are similar. When you are in a larger world, when you are in an open economy, a globalized economy, in a global village, the challenges which are coming to you also are global. Remember that. So when we are educating our children, we have to educate them for facing that challenge, facing that challenge. And that education is something which we need to give. So how can you give that? How can that, from how you are in a position to give that? The easiest way is that, make the child also part of the education, not to the beneficiary of education. Now our children are beneficiaries of our education process at the receiving end. It should not be. When we make the children a partner in the process, a stakeholder in the process, a part of the entire process from curriculum development to its transfer, its delivery, till the assessment, if we are making them also part of it, we are half won the battle. Because they will get a lot of confidence. They know what they are reading. They know what, whether he know that whether he want it or not. That kind of confidence we can build in the child. So that is what is required, and at that time and at that particular juncture is what an organization like Yuva is going to do, is attaining importance. That the education which the schools are giving or the colleges giving, when we are complementing with that, I am not telling that you are not even supplementing it, you are complementing it. Your work is a complementary to the main process which is happening in an education system. The complementary thing is happening through your initiatives in life skills education, through your initiatives in coaching, through your initiatives in mentoring. And through these processes, you can ensure what is missing in our formal education system. So this is the opportunity for us, for organizations like us, for the NGOs like us, where the opportunity lies in education is this. What is missing? What is the gap where we can play a complementary role, and through that process we can enable the children to face the challenges and overcome the challenges and to be very confident and worthy children in our society. And while I say that, another one very important point which I want to highlight here for the information of Dr. Prabhudas and other people who are working with adolescents, I want to tell adolescents are like Chinese clay. What is Chinese clay? It is a formless thing. It's just a clay. It can be in a ball size or in any different size. You can make any type of models or statues or whatever you want to make, you can make with this Chinese clay. That's like our adolescent children are like that, because they are at this adolescent is the time when they are role modeling, they are looking around and they want to be somebody like that. He want to sing like somebody, he want to dance like somebody, he want to play cricket like somebody, he want to make a good speech like Narendra Modi ji and things like that. And how you are going to mold that. And we are the people, we are the sculptures. The teacher is a sculpture, the NGO person is a sculpture. So the modeling of that children depends upon how we are going to do it. And how we are going to do it, we are going to add some value in the child, We are trying to give some morals into the child, some skills into the child, some attitude into the child, and that is what going to mold the children. So these things we have to keep in mind. And if you keep that in our mind that our adolescent children are like that, we have to be very careful in handling them. When you handle a glass of water in a glass, not in a plastic glass, in a real crystal glass, when you are handling a glass of water in a crystal glass, we will be very careful, because we know that if it fall down, it is going to be broken. So we'll be very careful. Our adolescent children are like that. If they are like a crystal glass, if we are not handling them carefully, they will be broken at any point of time. That is what we are seeing around. There are so many broken glasses we are seeing around in our society. And our effort as life skills educators, our effort is to reduce the number of broken glasses. We want to keep all the glasses into the pristine, clear crystal glasses. That is our purpose. That is what we have to do. So, my dear friends, at this point, I would like to tell you we have to understand the needs, the requirements, and aspirations of the children, keep that in mind, and develop our programs and our activities according to their requirement. And in that respect, what our Dr. Prabhudas is doing is something very inspirational, and which it requires a lot of appreciation from us, a lot of support from us, and we can help him in a way which we can do. And with these words, I conclude. I wish all the very best to the efforts of Dr. Prabhudas and all his colleagues who are in his team. And I thank him profusely for giving me an opportunity to join in this event and to be part of this entire event. Thank you, Dr. Prabhudas, and all others for listening to me, and wish you all very best. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for all your good wishes, and also from all your grace and very deep insights that you have provided to all of us. I am really grateful for that. We have, friends, we have reached to a last leg of our event. Uh, with the vote of thanks, we would be trying to conclude the event now. Uh, Before we conclude this event, may I request you all to uh, switch on your videos, and maybe we will take a small screenshot of all of us, so that we would be keeping this as a memory for all of us. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just take the screenshot of this wonderful audience this evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being there with your videos on. And before we go for the vote of thanks, I would really like to bring it to you all about the my son's contribution, who is himself is an adolescent, and the entire design of this logo, the banners, and the cover page of my book, he's been designed by him. And it is actually a big applause to him, and he's all his technical support, I'm able to do it everything at home. I have not spent a single pay going out to do anything, right from the book coverage to the logo and everything. So I really would appreciate him. And fortunately, this day coincides with his birthday. So I do not want to uh, close this or conclude this meeting without appreciating him with a small token of appreciations and the surprise. In fact, he has said me that we usually every year we celebrate his birthday with his friends or with the team whomsoever he wants to. I mean, with the big gatherings. But this year, somehow he was not very happy. He said, "No, I don't want to celebrate at all." So we thought, okay, let us have a small celebration here. and we would request you all to appreciate his journey and maybe inspire him for all and grace him, of course, on this day. So I would welcome my son. Please come, Nana. Have a seat here. Yeah, so this is Abhijay.
Yeah, come on, young man. In which class you are studying? You are in which class?
I'm in 11th now.
Okay, great. Congratulations for doing a wonderful job.
Thank you very
All
much.
your book design and everything is great design. Congratulations and wish you happy year ahead. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
He is the inspiration for me for all that I am doing right now, and
Great,
also the other adolescents across the country and the globe.
great. Do it, do it.
Come.
Congratulations to both the father and son.
Thank you so
And to
much.
mother also. I think mother is also there.
Yes, she is there here. She is my partner in this journey.
Okay, great. Congratulations to all.
தமிழை தாலாட்டு நாள் சொல்லி வாழ்த்துகிறோம்.
Thank you so much for this grace of yours and your blessings to him on this beautiful event. And now, may I request my better half, my partner in this journey, my wife, who is equally contributing with all her love, support, and all the efforts that I am doing here to uh, share the vote of thanks, please.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Yuva Head, I would like to express my sincere gratitude. And we are deeply honored to have Dr. Krishnamurti, Dr. Radhakrishnan Iyer, with us as our guest of honor. Sir, uh, your insightful words about the empowering youth and what's our role for complementing the youth and about the Yuva as a Chinese clay and how we are molding them and with our values and the morals. So the few points that are truly inspiring us, sir. I would also like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all the esteemed professionals from all the walks of life, our friends, relatives, and adolescent and young from across the country and globe for gracing this occasion. Thank you to the developer, Mr. Santosh, for all the effort to tailor make this website for us. A special applause for our son Abhijay for working behind the scene and for all technical support to make this event a resounding success. We appreciate once again all of you for your grace and declare this event conclusion. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you so much, all you joining me this event and gracing this event. I look forward to be in association with you all, get in touch with you, and look forward to work with you all together and contribute to the and bring some impact and changes in the world of youth, adolescents, and young across the globe. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye bye. Bye, Deva. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Prashanti, Sunita, Madam, Satya, Dr. Girish. Hope all is well. Hey, Mannat. Sorry. Who is that? Hey, Saib. Hi, hi, Goshpi. Hi, Madam Pallavi. How are you? Sushma is, I think, is offline. Nidhi is offline. Yeah, Swatik is offline. Dr. Payal, thank you. Alok, thank you. Dr. Narendra, thank you. Prabhu Kannan, thank you. Aruldas, thank you. Krishnaveni, thank you. Jeevarani, thank you. Dr. Priya, Dr. Yeshaya, thank you. Jeevamma, hi Ma, thank you. Okay, great. Great having you all. I think all of them are offline. Keep in touch is somebody I'm not very sure who is that, but then thank you so much for joining in.